Alright guys, in this video, this is going to be part 2 in the series that I'm doing over creating some custom meter logging. In the last video, we actually created our pulse meter object here and tied it to the accumulator that was capturing the pulses from the power meter installed in the building. What we're going to do in this video is I'm actually going to show you how you can pull some of that information out into a analog value and use it for many other purposes. What we're going to do first is to create an analog value object, and we currently have our folder highlighted where we're going to be putting this. So I'm going to go up to Insert Object, and the particular object that I want is an analog value. Right here I select that, I press Next, and it's going, of course, it's going to highlight the folder for me since I've already selected it over here. So I'm going to hit Next, and then I'm going to give this a name, and what we are going to call this, since I want to capture the previous month's consumption out of this particular meter, is of course I'm going to name it to correspond with the building, and then I'm just going to type in previous pre-REV just for an example here, and then I'm going to hit Next, and this is going to bring me to the configuration screen. From this screen here I can add a description just like this. I can assign it to a category. I can also change the units. Like if I wanted to change this particular category here, I can go to power, energy, there's a lot of options here. Add custom things. A lot of this goes into your security and that sort of things. We're just going to leave this at general currently. As far as units, I do want to change this to kW since that's what I'm going to be using. Of course, I just hit the K a couple of times, and it's going to go ahead and move the selection a little closer to where I want to be, and then I'm just going to scroll down and simply find the particular value that I want. And what we're going to do here, just go on down here, KWH, that's the one I want to grab, and I have that selected, and then I'm going to hit Next. Alright, once I've done that, I am going to go finish. This is just a summary screen. Once I hit finish, it is going to pop in a window where I can add trends and that sort of thing. And I am actually going to wait till a future video before I actually add this trend, because we're going to be getting into a little bit of detail about using trends in conjunction with a few other objects. So I'm actually going to wait to do that in a future video. So if you want to stay tuned for that, be sure to subscribe, and that's going to be something that you will be looking forward to, that you should be looking forward to here in the very near future. Now the next thing that I want to do, since I want to pull some values out of this meter and write them into this, I'm going to go up and insert a control system, and I will show you how to use that to pull that information out of this. Of course, we have it highlighted here exactly where we want to put it. I'm going to hit Next. I am then going to give this a name and simply call it Meter Calc. For calculation, you can name it whatever you want. I like to keep things fairly consistent. Again, in my configuration screen, I can change the authorization category if I wanted just certain ones to be able to see this, and that sort of thing. So once we have everything correct here, I'm just going to hit Next, hit Finish, and it has now created the control system, the LCT object for me. I don't really want to add anything to this. I'm going to hit Done. Now the next thing that I want to do is pull the control system over into my view screen, I'm going to hit edit. Now we're going to be bringing our meter and our point that we created into this, so I'm going to drop down the attributes tab. The first thing that I want to get is the meter object itself, and I want to make sure that I select an input reference. So I am going to grab this and drag it out into the window just like this. I am then going to come over here. I'm going to highlight that analog value that we created. I'm going to go to output reference. I'm going to grab it and pull it over into the display as well. Once I get it pulled over into the display, I'm actually going to resize this a bit so you can see a little better on what it's doing. I'm actually going to resize it a little bit so you can see a little better of what it's doing, and I'm going to make a connection here. Just like this, I want this priority written at a priority of 12. Now, what I want to do next, I'm going to double click into this particular object, and it's going to give me this display here. From here, I actually could select a different object if I wanted to bind that to something different, but I can also go in and grab particular attributes out of that meter. You can see here I can get the present value, pulse consumption, pulse count. There's a lot of things that I can do right here that I can grab and write into that analog value, but what I want is the previous consumption, and I'm going to select that here, and then I'm going to hit OK, and I am then going to hit save, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what that previous consumption is. Okay, once that has saved, then go back over here to my meter, and down here at the bottom of the screen, the previous consumption, since this is a new meter, is currently at 0. Alright, but what if we looked at another meter? Let's go and grab another meter object to give a little bit more explanation. I'm going to go in here to this meter object, and we can see that the previous consumption of it is written into right here, into this part here. Alright, this previous consumption is from when the last time the meter was reset until the up to that point. Basically, if you reset the meter at the first of the month, and then any of the consumption that was done, that was used during that month, once you do that reset, it will then write that into a previous consumption value stored within this meter. And then what we have done here in our LCT is we have pulled that previous consumption out. Other things that you can do is you can also pull out the current consumption, the current rate of usage. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do by using the same process to pull some of the information out of that pulse meter. You can see here a couple of examples of that. But this is just one of many of the ways that you can use the information. One of the many ways that you can pull the information out of your meters, and if you use the LCT correctly, what you can do is actually have it to go ahead and do some of the math for you. Of course, this one is another one that we have set up. We're looking at previous consumption. We do not yet have any values in there because it has not rolled over yet, but once it does, it will go ahead and add up all of these meters for us and then drop that into the total. But guys, this is just another quick video that I wanted to do. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out the links down in the description. And thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.